Hello there, it's me, your Star Wars dad, and you know, I've always said, I don't believe there's one specific way to farm the game. Yeah, there's maybe one perfect way to farm the game to make you feel better, but I think that every single one of you as Star Wars fans, as gaming fans, you've all got your best and favorite characters. You got your characters you love and you want to go get. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you want to go get General Anakin Skywalker, you want to get Commander Luke Skywalker. You know, there's things we all love about Star Wars that make the farming of this game unique and interesting and fun. So when I do like guides or I talk about the game, I don't usually refer to, hey, do it exactly this way, because this is the way to do it. So my preference is to say, here are the options. You go pick what you want to do. And today that option I want to focus on is an option that I've done a couple of times. Twice, I have rush farmed a Galactic Legend. I did it to Kylo, I did it for Sith Eternal Emperor. I did separate accounts for those. I did them both in a 9.5 month range. I got them activated by just farming straight to them and doing some minor side teams on the side teams on the way, but nothing major. I didn't get a full CLS squad on the way to Kylo or go get the Revans on the way to Sith Eternal. I just went straight to those characters. And for a long time that was viewed as flawed, right? Like, you were missing out. Like, you need those Imperial Trooper teams. You need those Commander Luke Skywalker teams on the side. You need those Geos geared up to really have grand arena success. But I think that's all changing. I think that's all changing right now. When I look at the Galactic Legends and I look at the Omicrons in the game, like Wampa, Darth Traya, Savage Opress, Qui-Gon, I'm starting to see, a really legitimate path to rushing Galactic Legends and doing it effectively. And I look first at Kylo. We got the First Order TIE Pilot Omicron. It doesn't show right here, does it? Let me go back to my roster. When you got that First Order TIE Pilot Omicron, and you got the Phasma Omicron for Territory Wars, it's starting to make it look like, hey, I now might have an effective offense team both for Grand Arena and also offense and defense for Territory Wars by farming this. It makes this farm a little more valuable. But I think it's even more valuable today if I can go do this farm, and I've got my OG Kylo as well, and I mix in a Savage Opress Omicron, I mix in a Darth Traya Omicron, I mix in a Wampa Omicron. These are single characters with their Omicrons that can become just deadly killers, especially in early Grand Arena. Maybe Darth Traya might be a little bit out of that conversation because you don't necessarily get her till a few months along the way. But if you're free to play farming and you're in a heroic guild, you may have Darth Traya activated in 3 to 4 months on your account, and that could be a really good thing. You also look at the Qui-Gon Omicron. If you just level up one character along with Qui-Gon, and that's Jedi Knight Anakin, you can be just basically soloing teams in Grand Arena. And I wonder, with that stuff, I don't wonder, I think that with those additions, those single character additions, it used to be like, you need to have a Jedi Knight Revan team, a Darth Revan team, a Malak, you need to have a CLS team, an Imperial, you have all those teams leveled up. Well, these are kind of all teams by themselves. Wampa's a team literally by himself. Traya, we're going to be testing it out here on the channel. Watch my Grand Arena tomorrow night. I'll be streaming Grand Arena here on YouTube. I'm going to be out of town all day. I'm going to drive back, and when I get back tomorrow evening, I don't know what time, I'm going to pop it on there and stream it right away. We'll probably make a bunch of content around this Darth Traya Omicron with this first round of Grand Arena with her active. Savage Opress Omicron in there. He is a monster. I mean, just adding all of this health and offense and defense and speed. I mean, the guy he's just a beast. You guys know the deal. You've been watching me play Grand Arena. You've been watching other people play Grand Arena. We're going to find out about Darth Traya with all of her stuff she's adding with the Omicron. You know about the Wampa. I just see these guys as being super beneficial to a Kylo rush or even a Sith Eternal rush. Let's take a look at those Galactic Legends. I wonder if Sith Eternal is even more and more viable these days. The three you can really rush would be Rey, Kylo, Sith Eternal. When you get to Jedi Master Luke, there's 7 journeys in there. You can't really rush to him. Jedi Master Kenobi has Wat Tambor in there. You can't really rush to that. Lord Vader has gas in there, and I wouldn't recommend going Lord Vader rush anyway, just because he needs Maul and... And then Jabba's still got some single farming going on. What else is in here? Han Solo, that's fine. The Outrider might be challenging for some folks. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, there's a big journey. C-3PO is a big journey. Although if you get Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke and Jabba have a lot of overlap there. Maybe start account, just rush these two together. That'd be fun. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Well, anyway, Kylo, Sith Eternal Emperor, Rey. Now, I'm not as excited about the Rey rush because she doesn't have a lot of other use. She's good in, obviously she's good in Grand Arena, but, you know, and she produces a pretty good team for Grand Arena with the Resistance heroes, but the other teams that come along aren't that great and aren't that exciting. I guess you could have a Resistance hero team and a Jedi Training Rey team, but it's kind of splitting hairs there. You know, we talked about Kylo here a second ago. If you get the Wampa and the Savage Opress and you get Qui-Gon with Anakin in there, you just throw those guys in along with the Omicron for First Order TIE Pilot. You could have some really effective defense and offense. You get the KRU defense team on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But let's talk about Sith Eternal just for a minute. When you rush farm Sith Eternal Emperor, you know, you get Palpatine and Vader, which most people are going to have anyway, and that's an offensive team right there. You're going to get Piet and Veers and Stark, so you might as well go ahead and gear up the other, you know, Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper. Give you a really nice Imperial Trooper team, which is one of the important teams. You have to farm Jedi Knight Anakin. He's required, so you go get that Qui-Gon Omicron, make him awesome. And then I think about Savage Opress, and I think about Darth Traya, and I look down here at some of these useless Sith that we farmed for Sith Eternal. Darth Sidious, Darth Maul, Sith Marauder. Early on, you might even throw Dooku in there. I don't think Dooku's useless, but you know, what if I had a team in Grand Arena with a Darth Maul lead, a Darth Sidious in there, a Sith Marauder in there, or Count Dooku, and I toss in Savage Opress Omicron, and I toss in Sith Traya Omicron? Do I have a Galactic Legend team right there in front of me to go along with my Imperial Troopers and to go along with my Palpatine and Vader, to go along with my Qui-Gon Omicron with Anakin? Do I have 4 teams right there if I farm those? And if I go get Wampa, that's a 5th team? I think that you could rush to Sith Eternal Emperor now. Add the Savage Opress, who's just easy, Squad Arena. Add Wampa from the Get Store, Guild Event token currency, and then you get Traya along the way. I think this farm makes a lot of sense, and you don't have to do a lot of the action. You don't have to go get a whole Old Republic and a whole, you know, Sith Empire team to go get the Revens. You don't have to do the whole gas thing. You don't have to go off and get CLS. You should still get CLS. You got an Empire team right there in front of you. Go get CLS. I just think that makes this farm that much more effective. This Galactic Legend rush to Sith Eternal might be the way to now start the game from scratch and go get those characters, Opress, Wampa, Traya. Get your extra Imperial Troopers, Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper. Maybe farm a CLS team on the side without 3PO. And bam, you got a serious Grand Arena roster coming right out of the gate at level 85. Whether you're free to play, pay to play in Hyperdrive. Well, Hyperdrive may take you a little bit long, but man, if you're free to play and popped out, I just think Sith Eternal is now a Galactic Legend that is very much worth rushing if you mix in these Omicron characters we talked about: Savage Opress, Wampa, Darth Traya, and Qui-Gon Jinn to go with Anakin. Qui-Gon's well down here. You get the idea. I don't have to keep going on about it. And maybe on the side you farm up an Iden Versio. This is a very easy team to farm. If we look at an Iden Versio team with Imperial Troopers, and you don't need a lot of huge gear on these guys to make them super effective. Your Snowtrooper's going to come with your Brown James easy. Stormtrooper is an easy farm in the Cantina shop. Magma Trooper is over. Where's Magma Trooper? He's in the Galactic War shop. Range Trooper is just a regular energy farm. Then you can throw in a 5th line. That's what you got. That's a team right there. That's 5. So maybe you do an Iden Versio team on the side with her. These Omicrons are making the Galactic Legends straight rush farms much more viable. Even if you're well into the game, maybe you pivot and get these Omicrons and go get your Galactic Legend. Just get it done. Go get that person now that you want. I just really think so, and especially Sith Eternal Emperor is looking really strong. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have I missed anything? Am I not understanding something? And while you're doing that, make sure to throw a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Get my videos in your feed. Help build this community, this Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community, with this gaming community. We've been playing Lego Star Wars battles. We play some other Star Wars games along. We help get this community really going so we can take over YouTube and make it our I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, remember, Ooch too good.